Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Outspoken Market Global. Leandro Guerra speaking. I am happy to announce you we have important changes happening in the OMQS, especially in the free session we have in our blog, the Quant Lab blog. We used to have daily the OM market notes containing the commentary about what are the most relevant things for that day and also the free gamma exposure analysis for Bitcoin, SPX, and the triple Q. This is now evolving and it became the Janus Market Intelligence. This name comes from the Roman god Janus that looks at the same time forward and backward. And this is one of the reasons we have our year is starting on the 1st of January, and January being the name of the month, followed by Janus, because we have the division between the past and the future. And the idea is that we can do with our intelligence, with our engine, exactly the same stuff. Look to past regimes and understand the potential happenings we can have for the future. And here we already have the OMQS model that being blue favors long positions, being red favors short positions. And then we can see that for today, the 9th of July, we have all the way up for the S&P 500, and we were able to get amazing points out of the SPX. And we are also developing this card that contains a vectorized analysis of the market regimes, and it gives to you what are the expected forward returns for the next 5 days. This report I have run early this morning, and then naturally it has that forecast window, and it will bring to you the interpretation for the market, everything extra to support your decisions. And even if you're not a technical person, you have heard that I mentioned a vectorized database. So this is the core of the GPT models, so to speak, or the large language models that we have available today. We have so many vendors, or even the open source ones. And the Outspoken Market has created its own tokenized market database containing all of these vast data vectorized for hundreds of assets. And with that, as we have analogous to the generation of responses into a large language model that nowadays all of us we are using them to some extension, we have the same stuff for the market. And this is part of what is being embedded here in our market intelligence. We already started with the best possible way, so to speak. The gamma exposure analysis is also being enhanced, as well the models. And then we can see, for example, with Bitcoin, the huge block we had in the 63,000 as expected by our analysis. And this is where we got stuck today, like the Vozinha goalkeeper from Cabo Verde in the World Cup, right? And the same has happened as well with the S&P 500. Here it was really interesting because we got our gamma flip here around 7,489, let's say 490. And then if we look to the S&P 500, this is exactly where we got the mean in the market opening, around that level. And then it bounced back because we are in a positive gamma exposure regime. With that bounce, what we had is the movement coming up And you see, in particular, we have a red bar in the 7,500, meaning that a pass through this level that also is combining some of the walls would mean an acceleration. Look what we had. The market bounced in the gamma flip, and then when it came back, it went all the way through the 7,500. Naturally, we had to burn all of these exposure over here. It was done, and then the market accelerated again up to the following level. So at the moment we are recording this class, we are around the 7,525, 27 to be more precise. But you see, this, it's why I like doing data analysis, doing quantitative analysis, and this is what I have been teaching you already here in the Outspoken Market Global. It's something that I want to expand further in the weeks to come because I want to have more and more classes. We already have many classes explaining the gamma exposure, the OMQS principles as well. Now we have the development of this AI engine with the vectorized database and from all the market data that we have been collecting and showing to you, as well with the options information. So the idea is to give you that complete view in all of our classes. So stay tuned to our channel. I also invite you to our Discord channel. The link is here in the first comment. The idea is that we can have additional debates. And of course, I am your professor. I am there to take out any doubts that you may have about this fantastic quantitative word. This class, it's more informative rather than actually showing something in the bits and bytes. We have all of the coding for this, but eventually this is for a future class. Leave your comments, any doubts that you may have, and remember, this analysis of the Janus Market Intelligence is free at on-qs.com. So see you in the next class. Take care, trade safe, and keep things simple. Ciao, ciao.